You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Rhodes, we got some breaking news here, man.
Okay, let's do it.
Breaking news on Breaking news on Ja Morant, man.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. One thing that we haven't talked about with Ja Morant, you know, in addition to some suspension or something like that, what about his endorsement deals? We haven't talked about that yet.
We haven't talked about that.
No.
Interesting.
Well,
so sponsors have been wildly quiet about him.
They have. Until now.
Uh-oh.
Look at this. Nike pulls Ja Morant shoes after latest gun incident. This is new right here. I just saw this. So Nike yanked Ja Morant shoes from his website following his latest gun situation. The Memphis Grizzlies star is suspended with no return date in sight after he flashed a gun during an Instagram stream. It's at least the fourth alleged gun incident, the fourth time, man. At least 4 involving this guy. He earned an 8-game suspension after he flashed a gun in a Colorado strip club. Allegedly was in a vehicle where people possibly flashed weapons at the Pacers after a game. And he's been accused of flashing a gun on a teenager during a pickup basketball game. This man's a scumbag, man.
Yeah.
A scumbag.
Yeah.
Now, with all of this, man, what took some of these companies so long to act?
Sure would be nice to know. I mean, look, we got to be aware of Nike's political leanings. And I'm sure they're aware of their current climate where if you do anything negatively and the person that it's happening to happens to be African American, then your company is subject to cancellation, even though Nike's the wokest sports brand out there.
Yeah.
And we know how this is. Wokes eat their own all the time.
Yes.
So they're not going to care. I promise you, if they pulled his shoes and they're not going to sponsor him anymore, the countdown officially starts for people like Jamel Hill to call Nike racist.
Oh, you know it.
The count is
already
on,
know it
officially. 3, 2,
but you
1,
remember, Nike pulled Kyrie Irving's shoes too. Remember, they pulled his shoes.
That's right.
Yeah.
But Kyrie Irving was anti-vax, so nobody really hammered Kyrie or hammered Nike about pulling his shoe because they saw Kyrie as kind of pseudo right wing, and I think that's why you did not see the race card pulled in Kyrie's defense or in his honor. It's because Kyrie's got some right-leaning beliefs.
Look here.
Yeah.
It says the apparel company pulled the Ja 1 athletic shoes from his website, according to TMZ. It's unclear when it happened, but as of Thursday morning, the shoes are gone. The only Ja Morant-related items that exist on the site are shirts and jerseys. However, there's a page for the Ja 1 Hunger shoes, which are slated to be released May 25th, that can still be accessed. Now, the question is, these shoes aren't even out yet.
Right.
So they pulled the shoes that are already out. Something's telling me, man, they're probably waiting on the NBA to drop the hammer. Something's telling me right now that these Ja 1 Hunger shoes, they're getting pulled too.
Yeah, they're going to wait to see what the NBA is actually going to do. What do you think the NBA
look
is
right
going
here.
to do?
Look right here. Sorry, we couldn't find the page you're looking for. for a shoe.
Oh, it goes to a broken link. Oh, that's priceless.
Yeah.
That's priceless.
But what was your question?
How much time is he getting?
Man, it's a good question, man. Stephen A. was talking about people in the NBA front office have told him They want a full season. Is that excessive? Could be. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to go over under 20 games. What do you think? Over under 20.
I'm going to go over 20.
I'm going to go over 22.
Yeah, I'm going to go over
It's so
20.
hard, man, to actually, because remember the first time he was only gone 8 games, but it really wasn't technically
Right.
a full 8-game suspension.
Right.
I said it before in another video that he pretty much lied to Adam Silver. Adam Silver has come out and said that he was shocked by the video. I think the hammer's going to drop, and there's not a whole bunch of people out there defending Ja Morant. There's not a whole bunch of people defending him. So I believe it's going to be, I think the NBA is going to send a message. Would I be surprised if it's a whole season? Probably not.
Okay, so 2 things here. Number 1, are they really sending a message if they don't nail him for a year? That's the message. If you want to send a real message, you make this dude sit for the entire season. The entire season. And forfeit his checks.
Well, he's
from
going to
his
miss
contract.
he's going to miss his checks because you get suspended, you ain't getting paid.
Can they suspend him with pay? Is that a
No.
thing?
No, when you get suspended in the NBA, they taking your money. He
Okay,
ain't getting
because
his- and the thing is, this is when the big money kicks in too for him. So he's really an idiot.
see, the NFL has different ways they do this sometimes. Sometimes they can do it in such a way where you're going to get paid. Sometimes they can do it in such a way where you lose your money. Deshaun Watson lost a lot of money, or would have if the Browns,
But the Browns,
hadn't
the
worked
way they
that
structured his
away.
contract, he
Yeah.
only lost like what, 600,000 because they
Not
made
a
his
lot.
base salary $1 million.
Yeah,
See,
they
but
made
that's the thing though. NBA salaries are different than NFL.
Right.
NFL
right.
salaries are not fully guaranteed. So, like, I believe the Jets are gonna like try to restructure Aaron Rodgers on contract to help with salary cap, drop it down to like a base of like $1 million.
Right.
Whereas like Ja Morant, if he's getting $40 million, he's getting $40 million. That's a whole bunch of money to lose.
And he should be losing $40 million.
Yeah, NBA
Now-
contracts are guaranteed.
Before I said that, I said I got a couple of things. Here's the second thing. With all that time on his hands, does Ja Morant get in even more trouble while he's gone?
I wouldn't be surprised. And I
Think
believe
about
though, if and when the NBA suspends him, they're gonna probably require him to go through some what's the word I'm looking for? Counseling or training or something like that. Probably something like that. But you know, when you're suspended, you can't be around the facility or anything like that. But I think they're going to require him to go through some type of therapy or something. Which I don't think Ja Morant needs therapy. He just needs to grow up.
Bold prediction. Bold prediction right here.
Okay.
Within 5 years, he's gone from the league for life.
Wow. You heard it right here.
What do we have in front of us that would lead us to believe this guy's going to change his route? How many incidents do you have to have? You just got knocked out over flashing a gun. You turned around and did it again? And not
And he's
to
had
mention
multiple other incidents too.
Exactly. We got every time I do a video, I got to list out a thing of incidents this guy's had this long, a list of incidents. What is leading us to believe this guy's actually going to turn it around? And what's after a year? I mean, think about it. What's after a year? 2 years? I mean, would they really do that for 2 years, or does that? He may be out of the league by that point anyway. Somebody might give him
True.
a tryout.
True.
But we don't know that if they kicked him out for 2 years, if he won't come back 50 pounds overweight. We forget about stuff like that. I mean, there's all kinds of things that could happen, but all of a sudden he's got all this extra time on his hands. We have found out that is not good for him.
No.
By the way, I think he should be suspended for a year. I just want to make that clear.
But that's why I said I think that the NBA would more than likely require him to do some kind of training or counseling and keep tabs on him because he can't be around the team. I think it's going to be a lengthy suspension, though. I mean, Joe Dumars is going to be a part of this, and Adam Silver. Because think of this, man. He already got 8 games. If you say, "Oh, you did this the first time," and you suspend him for what, 10 games? What kind of message are you sending? You're not sending much of a message. I think it's going to be at least 20.
Now,
At least.
Now, the NBA has set the precedent that very openly, that since Adam Silver has rose to power, this is a players-run league.
It is.
At this point, he's not David. If that was David Stern, oh hell, he might have got a year the first time. I mean, let's be real. If it was David Stern, he might have got a year the first time. Is Adam Silver got the testicles to give this guy a year in today's political climate?
I don't know. Now, David Stern gave Carmelo Anthony 15 games, if I'm not mistaken. This is 2006. But he ran onto the court, he punched a player, and ran back to the sideline. So that was in game.
What do you think he should get? What do you think? Like I just said, he ought to get a full season, send a real message.
Man.
What do you think he should get?
It's tough, man. It's tough to actually say what he should get for me.
Yeah.
Because he got 8 games the first time. And you're right, man. If you want to send a serious message, you start messing with their pocketbooks. You take away all that money for a full season, he's missing, I believe he's going to get something like $37 million or something. I don't know the exact number.
I'm looking it up right now. Let me find it.
I think it is. But, man, it's tough for me to say how many games. But the full season would hurt him big time financially because he wouldn't get that money.
So next season or the upcoming season is 2023-24, right?
Right.
Correct?
Right. That's when the extension kicks in.
He would lose $33.5 million.
He don't want that money, man. He don't want that money. Give it to me. He don't want it.
One could argue if you did want it, you would straighten your shit up.
Well, obviously not. Obviously not, man.
You know, I mean, it's shit. I would walk a straight line. People would be like, damn.
Yep.
He moonwalked backwards in a straight line. How did that dude do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.